Hello everyone, welcome to another motovlog on my channel. My name is Marshall3498, and on today's motovlog what I'd like to talk about is motorcycle as usual, and that topic is about the Transamerica Trail, or the TAT as some people call it. What adventure bike or dual sport or adventure touring bike, because there's lots of different genres of bike out there that are capable of that, what do you think is the best, and what bike in that category that's able to do the TAT, I guess you could say, what motorcycle would be the best and which one would you pick? And I'll have reasons that I'll explain why I say what would you pick, because what I pick and what you pick is totally different. First of all, for those of you who don't know what it is, the Transamerica Trail runs from, I don't remember exactly the name of the town off the top of my head where it starts, but it starts in not Hurricane Creek, it starts in around back of the Dragon, that area in Tennessee, in very East Tennessee, almost the edge of North Carolina area. I do believe it starts somewhere in there. I don't remember the exact town off the top of my head. Sorry, I'm a bad YouTuber. Whatever. But, and then also it runs, like, from there all the way to western United States. It's something like, depending on how much of the route you had to bypass, it's something like around 5,000 miles. So it is a long way and a long route. And you know, if you did 200 miles a day, it might take you 35-40 days, but if you did 300 or 400, it might only take you 20 or 25. It just depends on weather conditions, how much ground you cover a day, how much riding time you do, how fast you ride, you know, just a lot of variables there. You know, riding conditions on the trail part of it themselves, not on the road part sections, and it's totally mapped out and totally free to get all the GPX files and all that. There's tons of forums about it, online groups, yada yada yada, tons of information about it on YouTube, not just what I'm talking about. And you know, I think it's a cool thing, but not a lot of people can do the entire thing. Some people, like some of the BDRs, can only do 1 or 2 sections of it, or half of it, or take off for 10 days and whatever. You know, everybody's lifestyle is different, everybody's budget's different, and that's okay. But you know, you could take a smallest bike as a Trail 125 on that trip, what my point I'm getting to, sorry, or you could go, would you go up to like a 250 or 300, like a Honda 250L or a 300 Rally, or would you go as far as to like you know, the 450 to 500 class bikes, like the Honda 450 L, or like a KTM 500, or like a Husky 501, or even a Husky 701, or like a KTM 690? Or would you take a bike like I'm riding, which is a 2023 KTM 890 Adventure? You know, a lot of that depends on. Or would you go as high as like you know, bikes heavier than this, Africa Twin, one of the new 1100s, or BMW 1200 GS or GS Adventure? All that depends on, I think, tons of stuff. You know, how much ground are you going to carry? Where are you riding the bike? If you're riding it out west where it's mostly flat and just riding through like sand and stuff like that, you might pick a different bike. As if you're doing the eastern part, like we're in the area that's close to me, where it's going to be more like 2-track or Jeep trails, where the trails are going to be much more challenging, much more elevation, much more rocky, you know, and you know, how much of the road sections you got to take, and the list could go on and on. You know, it's like I said, and it depends on like how big of a person you are, how much riding experience. If you're 6'4" and 250 pounds, you could pretty much manhandle a bigger bike if you really wanted to, like a 1200 or 1250 GS. You know, would it be as much fun? I don't know. That's up to you, and the, you know, the choice of bike that you take, and you know, the experience you want to have. Just like, you know, all the BDR trails, There's tons of them across the U.S. I'm unfortunate. I live only about an hour and 20 minutes away from the start of it, the Mid-Atlantic in Damascus, Virginia, which hopefully I will do very soon. But you know, there's so many different options and so much stuff. You know, if you ride 3 days of it, you may be okay on a smaller bike, because you know you want the bike to be lighter and easier to move around and handle. Or you may want a bigger bike because you live out west and you might have to ride 100 miles of it on 2-lane straight flat roads that the speed limit you have to be able to do 70 miles an hour. Some of that stuff out west, you know, it's 2-lane roads, there is no speed limit, or it's very high speed limit. And some at a smaller bike, you just wouldn't be able to do. You'd have to have something, you know, capable of 80, 85, 90 miles an hour, maybe. You know, there's lots of variables there. But my point is, it's a fantastic thing. It's a really cool thing that a lot of people never get to do part of, or even any of it, or especially the whole thing. And I thought I would bring it up because I thought it'd make a good motovlog topic. It's, you know, I'm riding a adventure bike, so I figured I'd bring that up. This bike I'm on is more than capable of that, but you know, at 460 pounds, when the trail gets really gnarly and really aggressive and rutted out, you know, is a lighter bike like this probably easier to handle? Yeah, for a new rider especially, of course. But you know, it's to each his own. I don't think there's a perfect or a bad bike to do it on. I think it's whatever bike you choose to take is the one you take. And you know, I've even heard of some people buying bikes, like at my local dealer, buying a Yamaha, back when they were still new. You could still get them new, you know, 3 or 4 years ago. They were getting Yamaha WR250Rs, buying them, doing the whole Trans-American Trail with them, and turn around after that, and when they get out west, they just sell them. And you know, people that don't even live in the U.S., you know, they come from, you know, over in Germany, England, all that stuff, Ukraine, all that, and come to the United States to do that, because some people, you know, that's their bucket list, their trip of a lifetime. And once they've done it, they've done it, and they're like, oh, okay, I'm done. So I'm going back home. And it would be cheaper to them just to sell the bike than it would try to be to import it and ship it back overseas. You know, plus, you know, maybe they don't have, you know, wooded areas that they can even ride the bike at where they live. Maybe it's all, you know, in the city, and they live several hours away from being able to ride any trails on it at all. I don't know. But I just thought it'd make a good motovlog topic. I'd love to hear y'all's comments down in the comment section, what you think about it. If you've done any of it, do you plan on taking it? What bike are you going to take, and what bike are you maybe going to buy to take it? So on that, guys, that's all I've got for today's motovlog. Ride safe and have fun. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.